I guess on the back of a poor run at the moment, well, the game against Liverpool will focus the minds and be enough motivation.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to be put in context. Obviously, the quality of the opposition that we've been up against in recent weeks, you could say that arguably this run of fixtures is probably the most difficult that we've had this season in terms of quality of opposition and the like. So that continues obviously with the game against Liverpool. So I wouldn't think it's a bad run. I think it's apart from Leicester, where I was disappointed in our performance, I think we put decent enough performances in. That continued against Burnley. In fairness, we're disappointed we lost that game. We felt we were the better team on the night. But a game against Liverpool is always a big fixture whenever you play them. So we're looking forward to it. We've had some fantastic games here against them. So hopefully more of the same.
And as you suggest, after the Liverpool game, there's a run of fixtures which you'll feel you can get something from.
Yeah, I mean we've gone through these the fixtures: Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool tomorrow, Leicester obviously in resurgent form, and Burnley away, which is a difficult fixture because their home record is strong. So that's allowed us just to drop a couple of positions in the league, which, given the run that we've gone through, obviously other teams have benefited from less severe runs. So hopefully now we can start picking up points, and other teams around us will start to drop if their fixture list is as strong as ours has been in recent weeks.
What are the challenges for a manager of a team? You know, you're not going for the title, and you're well clear of the relegation zone. What are the challenges of a manager in that sort of middle period, if you like?
I think the way we view the season as a whole and the way we manage the season, I think that helps us, because our focus is always onto the next game and onto the next series of fixtures, and we build our season in that way, and I think that's helped us. It's helped us in previous years, so it's not something that we're going to change anytime soon. I think it's important just to set realistic goals throughout the season, and then try and attain them, and then move on to the next goal in terms of points. So we continue to do that. And obviously we're in the last throes of the season now, so it's important that we finish strong. It just puts everybody in good heart for the next season if you do that.
Talking of that, I've read your comments on Sado Barahino and how important these games are for him, with next season in mind.
Yeah, next season is when we feel Sado will have the maximum impact for us. He hasn't played a lot of football this year. He's still getting up to speed, I think that's fair to say, but these games that he's having will be invaluable in terms of next year, and understanding what we're about and what he needs to do, and we'll see a marked difference, I feel, in terms of his impact in games and throughout a solid season. So it's always difficult coming in half-term, so to speak, in the January window, and I think he's integrated in the squad very well. No issues in terms of that, but clearly we want to get him off and running. If we can get him scoring goals between now and the end of the season, that'll be good for him.
With Liverpool coming, we've seen this week about the transfer ban with the academy. Will it have any bearing at all on this game, do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think it's at a lower level in terms of obviously my focus. So I think it's been addressed now. It's been dealt with, and obviously everybody needs to move on from that. It's unfortunate, but obviously we weren't the guilty party, so it has an impact on us.
With regards to how they will come here, obviously they had the good win in the Merseyside derby, but then I suppose they will see a disappointing result against Bournemouth. Do you expect a backlash?
Well, listen, a top team like Liverpool are expected to win every game they play, so a setback, which clearly I would think they would view dropping home points against a team lower in the table than them, they would view that as an opportunity missed. They're very much in the mix for Champions League spots, so it's a game of huge significance for them as it is for us. So we'll have to be ready for that. But Liverpool going into Premier League games are expected to win, and with that comes its own pressures. So maybe we'll be able to key into that ourselves.
Just a couple of things. In Pula, there's talk that maybe you might be prepared to let him go in the summer.
No, it's fair to say G has struggled this year in terms of having an impact in the first team, and that's unfortunate, but that can happen. But any decision on any players won't be made during the season; it'll be made at the end of the season.
And we've seen speculation on that note with Luke Shaw and being linked with Luke Shaw. Is there interest in any way? Are you looking at those sort of things now?
You look at all good players, but that's not one that's realistic for us, to be perfectly honest.
Just finally, the Bet365 Stadium has been voted one of the best experiences for fans, and that'll help you, won't it, in the next few weeks?
Yeah, I mean the support we get here is immense, and I think it's been recognised for many years that coming here for opposition teams is very difficult, and that's something we want to continue. It's a full house again. I don't think we've probably had one game this year where the stadium hasn't been full. We're expanding as well. Next year we're going to have even more people in the ground, so it's a really exciting place to be, and people seem to be enjoying what we're doing. Just
finally, one more thing from me. Charlie Adam against his old team, he'll be a bit worried going down, taking a corner at the Liverpool end, won't he?
Yeah, we've got a number of Liverpool, ex-Liverpool players and players that have got connections, and Glenn Johnson, Joe Allen clearly, and any number of others, Crouchy of course as well. So yeah, there is that connection, and you have to say, when you talk to them about their time at Liverpool, to a man, they say it was a great club and a fantastic time of their career. So they've got feelings clearly for a fantastic club like Liverpool, but that won't stop them wanting to make an impression against their own club, I'm sure.
Has there been any banter with Charlie over the last few days down at the training ground with that corner?
Yeah, it was amusing one, I have to say. It was unfortunate. I thought the referee could have maybe used a little bit of common sense and just allowed him to retake it. As it was, he allowed the guy to retake the free kick that was given about 15 yards from the position where it should have been. So we were more aggrieved with that rather than laughing at Charlie, to be perfectly honest.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay, man.
You're saying that Hughes has struggled this season. Has it been a fitness or an injury problem?
No. It's this case when a player is struggling for a little bit of form and struggling at times to understand what's required. The Premier League's a tough league, and there's a lot of elements that you need to bring to the table, and at times we all see the quality that she has got, so we see it every day in training, but there's other elements of his game that maybe aren't as strong as his ability on the ball, and at times against certain opposition I've gone with different combinations and what have you. So he hasn't had as many games as he would have liked, and I would have liked him to have really grabbed his opportunity and been able to stay in the team, but that hasn't happened. But he's still got time from now to the end of the season to get more game time, and hopefully he'll impress in those games that he gets.
I've heard him say the same sort of thing, that he struggled to find what Stoke are wanting of him, but after saying that, fans are a bit baffled by that, because he started his first few games for Stoke were staggeringly good. He seemed to fit in perfectly, but then it all seemed to go wrong.
Yeah, he had a bright start, I think, when he first came in, and but it's about a consistent level of performance, and he struggled to maintain that, unfortunately. And he's a good player. That's why we invested a lot of money in him. So it's not as if we're saying that's the end of it, but we feel there's more to come from him from a footballing point of view, and we'll do our best to try and bring that out of him. But at the moment, there's players ahead of him and having more impact for me than he is at the moment.
You were saying at the beginning of the season that your side's struggled sometimes at the beginning of the season, but you always finish strongly. Is that going to be hit quite hard by difficult games? As you say, it's a difficult run, Liverpool, Arsenal and the like.
Well, yeah, that's always our intention, and like I said, with performance-wise, apart from the Leicester one in recent weeks, performance-wise, I've been happy enough. Clearly, we're up against strong opposition and clubs above us in the league, so it was always going to be a difficult period. This, but like I said, Liverpool continues that, to be perfectly honest. But after that, we feel we've got good opportunities to really finish strongly, and that's our intention.
Thanks, folks.
Okay.